Hi Stampers, it's Kelly from Stamping with Kelly. I'm sorry, I'm coming to you a little bit late. I mean, okay, it's 8 minutes late, but it's actually like 2 days late because we're holding this on Thursday. It's actually June 20th of 2024, and the Oilers, which is the hockey team where I live, Edmonton, they are in the Stanley Cup finals. So we are very excited here. And basically, the city shuts down whenever there's a game. And so I shut down too on Tuesday night, and I actually enjoyed the game. And we're winning. We're on a winning streak. Woohoo! Go Oilers! Okay. Um, are you guys cheering for the Oilers too? Are you elsewhere in Canada and still cheering for the Oilers? I hope so. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. That's okay. I don't have any hard feelings against you. If you are not interested at all, that's all right with me. No matter what you say, just put it in the comments. I promise you there will be no hate. I know, Priscilla, how is it June? I know, but how is it not already done June? I simultaneously feel like June is forever and also over in an instant. But I gotta say, I'm so ready for my kids to be on summer holidays. I know I'm saying that right now, but like, talk to me in a couple weeks, right? And I'll be pulling my hair out. And they'll have eaten everything in the house. But right now, I am just a little bit burnt out of making lunches, driving my son 2 hours every day to go to his school. Like, I just need a little bit of a break from that. What else do I need a break from? Soccer. That's the biggest thing. Soccer is taking over my life right now. But my son just played his last game last night, and my daughter unfortunately missed this week because she's sick. So, anyways, we have been running a marathon this June. Maybe you're feeling the same. But, anyways, I'm just so happy that you're able to join tonight. Whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the replay, please comment along. I know Priscilla's here. I'd love to see who else is here. Please let me know in the comments who you are and where you're watching from. It is so exciting for me to see the breadth of these videos, that they are shown globally, and I have people tuning in from all over. And you know what? That's the wonderful thing about Stampin' Up! And crafting. It unites us all, and I just think that's so much fun. So please say hello. I love seeing who's here, even if you're watching the replay. So if you are tuning into this video, you most likely have received a prepped package of supplies. I don't have one here. This is it right here. A prepped package of supplies, which has all the die cuts, designer series paper, ribbon embellishments, cardstocks, everything that you need to craft these projects at home along with me. You just need to add in some saying stamps and a neutral ink, your own adhesives. Sometimes I take it up a notch. One of my favorites is 𝑾𝙡𝙧𝙀𝙀, and it's back, baby. It's back in stock. So we had a supply issue globally with 𝑾𝙡𝙧𝙀𝙀. Like, this is not a brand from Stampin' Up. They supply other places as well, and all of the places were sold out. So I'm so excited to say it's back in stock, and so I'm featuring it on a card this month. I hope you love it. We've got so much to talk about because Stampin' Up is just keeping it up with the promotions. I just love all of the specials that they've been having lately. So in June, so if you're watching this in the future, reach out to me. I will always have a special for you from me, and probably from Stampin' Up! Too. But until the end of June here, we actually have an extra 10% off on bundles. So what this means is that bundles with dies only, not punches, not dies and a hybrid embossing folders, but just stamps and dies, they're going to be 20% off the regular price of purchasing those items separately. So Stampin' Up! Always gives us a bit of a deal when we purchase the coordinating products together. They bundle and save 10%. So this month, though, you're actually going to bundle and save 20%. Amazing deal. Some items are sold out. If there's something on your list that you're wanting and it's sold out for the time being, just let me know and I can check the inventory status report and let you know when it's expected to be back at the warehouse. Most items are going to be restocked before the end of June, so it's just a matter of hitting that date properly and placing the order when it gets back in stock. So if you want help with that, not saying that I'm perfect, but another set of eyes is always helpful. So just let me know. You can send me an email or you can message me. I'm happy to check that out for you and let you know a date, and we can both check on it together, okay? So an extra 10% off. There's also 10% off on our machines. So over my shoulder here, I've got the baby. Where is it? There it is. This is our baby boss. So we have a big boss and a baby boss. My big boss is over in the other room. That's my crafting room for my classes, and this is my recording studio room. Oh my gosh, take over the whole house, right? But the baby boss is really good for crafting on the go. So I'm going to be heading out to my lake cabin here tomorrow for a couple of weeks, and you better believe I'm going to be stamping out there. So the baby boss is my item of choice to take out there because it really does so much work. And it's probably about a third of the weight, a third of the size. So it's a great option for traveling. I have people who travel and bring this in their suitcase as well. So it's really, you know what, think about it as like a portable version. Or if you're first getting into it, this is a great option for you as well. So in June, it's 10% off any of our machines. So we've got the Big Boss, and that's what's going to do all of our embossing folders, every single die cut, even hybrid embossing folders. You can do a whole bunch of die cutting with that machine. There's basically no limits on it. Then there's also the mini version, which is a little bit narrower and it doesn't have as big of a width, or sorry, a big of a height. And so it's just a little bit different sandwich that we put in it. If you guys have questions, just talk to me about it. I'd be happy to talk die cutting sandwiches. It's a thing, right? Right, Snappers? So this one here comes in the white color and also boho blue while supplies last. That's a limited edition color. So if you're wanting to add to your collection, now is a perfect time to do that. 10% is a great savings, and especially when you can also get some host benefits maybe on your order if it's over 200, or if you're in club, you can redeem your host benefits this month. Anyways, I'm talking about a lot of things. If you're confused, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'd be happy to take you through so that we can optimize your order. I'm all about optimizing orders. And the way that I like to optimize orders is definitely at that $35 amount. That's where you're going to get your packet of cards for free. So that's always what I suggest to you to do, that you can place an order for whatever products that you like. And then I'm going to give you some projects for inspiration. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, the next sweet spot is at $100, where you're going to receive this amazing embellishment for free. So I have some here. These are adorable. We're using them on 2 cards this month. They are a retired product. They're called the Pebbles Enamel Shapes. They come in 3 different shapes and 3 different colors, and you get a whole bunch of each one. I love them because they're so unique from any of the Stampin' Up! Embellishments that we've had before, and even since. These retired a few years ago. So you can't get them from Stampin' Up!, but I do have a stash, and you can definitely receive them for free with a $100 minimum order. Now the next sweet spot is at $200, where you're going to cash in on some host benefits. So in addition to receiving your projects for free, your pebbles for free, you will also receive a $20 gift certificate, basically like a shopping spree from Stampin' Up! To redeem while you're placing your order if it's over $200. So those are the 3 sweet spots, and you can use the bundle and save 20% for this month, or even 10% off your Big Boss or your Baby Boss. You can combine all of these specials. So if you're planning on placing an order, and maybe it's a bigger order, let's strategize and let's make sure that you hit all those sweet spots. And just give me a double check, I think, before you submit is always a good idea. Okay, we also have some new kits in our kits collection. Has anyone taken a look at these? There are so many cute ones. I'm just looking here. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you. How's the sound tonight, you guys? I think everything's okay. I'm always concerned now. Remember that time when I sounded like there was a helicopter? That was fun. No helicopters tonight. I don't have the names of these kits on here. I really thought that I would have more time, but I've had a sick kid at home for the last few days, and boy, oh boy, you sure can't get very much done with kids at home. I would look at my day, and then all of a sudden it was time to pick up my son from school. I'm like, what did I get done? I don't even know. But these are pictures of the new kits. They range in price from $20 up to $32, I think, before shipping and tax. And the ones that are cheaper often have pre-printed sayings on them so that you don't have to have a stamp and ink spot included in the kit. So you're not paying for those items. So it's just kind of paper and embellishments, consumables in those kits. Or some of the kits have beautiful stamp sets that you would use over and over again on all kinds of projects, including the projects that are in the kit. So definitely take a look at these. I'm kind of ducking around here because I've got lots of lighting and gear that I'm looking around when I'm switching slides here. So sorry if I'm dodging and weaving. It's like extreme. This is another cute kit. I think this is the one that has the pre-printed sayings on there though. So this one's $20. Such a great deal. And oh my gosh, some 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙚 on there, that would just totally pop. It would look like dew was all over those beautiful flowers. Are they irises, do you think? This is a really unique kit. This is a city skyline, and oh my gosh, I'm seeing scrapbook pages done with some of the materials in these kits too. There's so much inspiration out there. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, or if you're interested in our kits collection and you're a scrapbooker, make sure you reach out to me. I would be happy to hook you up with some of the Facebook groups that I follow for inspiration, but you can also look on Pinterest too, and there's so many great ideas. You just type in the name of the kit and a whole bunch of ideas will come up with you with alternatives and cards and scrapbook pages, 3D items. There's so much creativity out there, and we use an acronym called Copy and Share Everything, CASE. So CASE Everything Stampers, you are welcome to do it. It's always nice to give a shout out to the original designer, but use each other's inspiration. It's so amazing what people come up with. Another really fun kit is this one here. Isn't this happy? We've got rainbows and sunshines and strawberries and balloons. These feature these awesome little honeycombs. Now we've had something similar in the past, but I love this kit because it really takes it to the next level, and I'll tell you why. The past embellishments, we kind of were putting them on the front of cards, which made mailing them really tricky because obviously they would get destroyed, or you had to have it folded flat and then you had to enclose instructions on how to peel off the adhesive and then pop it so that it goes into its 3D honeycomb look on the front. Now, Stampin' Up! This time has given us much bigger honeycombs, which are so adorable, and they work really, really well inside the cards. So if you can see at the top there, that sun is actually the inside of the card. The outside is that rainbow. And so when you open it up, then that honeycomb expands. And when you have it folded flat, so when it's mailing, it's totally protected and safe. Same thing on the bottom there with the little balloons. So the outside of the card has all those balloons and it says, "Oh, happy day." And then on the inside, as you open it up, that honeycomb just expands and gives you that wow factor. You guys remember like setting up party supplies, right? And just expanding those kinds of decorations that have the honeycomb. It wows me every time. I think it was gonna blow my daughter's mind the last time. She just was speechless, like full like mouth open and like head shot back. She was so excited when I showed her a decoration like that. We also have the berry one at the top. Now this is one where I'm kind of confused why they didn't keep with the same theme, but you could really modify this card super easily. So instead of having the strawberry on the front of the card, which kind of poses the same problems that I was talking about in the past, just switch it to be the inside of the card. So the front of the card will just be all those cute little berries, and then as you open up the card, then that strawberry will just pop right out. Aren't those cute? So how do you look for these? You go to my online store, which is www.stampingup.net. No, stampingwithkelly.stampingup.net. Okay, let's try that again. It's www.stampingwithkelly.stampingup.net. Okay, we got it right. Woo! And then when you go there, you're going to click on the tab that says What's New, and that will bring up everything that's new. If you want to see just the kits in our kits collection, on the left-hand side, might be different when you're using it on your mobile device, but on the website on your computer, you will see a heading called Kits and Kits Collection. When you go in there, you will see all the kits that you can purchase with our kits collection. And you can make a plan from there. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have so much fun crafting this summer with all these kits. I think just toss them in your bag and get on the go. They're great for road trips, flying. I take them camping and I craft around the fire. Of course, I'm going to my lake cabin, so I craft out there too. I craft everywhere, you guys. Like, my husband's truck has these little cubby holes. I'm like, look, it's so perfect. It fits my scissors so nicely. Drives him nuts. If you guys like kits though, there's more. Of course, we have our paper pumpkin. And this is the sneak peek for this month's kit. Do you guys want to see it? It's called Life is Sweet. So a little bit about our paper pumpkin. Oh, yay, sound is good. Woohoo, thank you, you guys. I so appreciate it. Oh, and thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's been a a trip. I'm tired. I'm so ready for vacation to start tomorrow at about 4 o'clock. Then I'm a little bit on vacation. Woohoo! So Paper Pumpkin though is our monthly subscription service. This one you sign up for and a kit is delivered to you each month. It's a complete surprise even to us demonstrators. This is the only sneak peek that we get. So we'll get a little teaser image like this. And then you have to subscribe by the 10th of every month. So for this kit, the subscription deadline has already passed and the kits have shipped out. However, if you do want this kit, I order extras every month. So just reach out to me and you can definitely have one of my extra kits. They are $35 including shipping and tax to me. So if you need them shipped from there, there's a little bit of an extra surcharge, or you can pick up for no extra cost, of course. These kits, of course, come with refills as well. If you're interested in those, just let me know. I sometimes have those on hand too. And I have a whole bunch of past kits available for purchase too. So if you're interested, we can definitely stock you up for this summer. So these kits are available for purchase from me starting July 11th. So that's the day after the deadline for next month. And the reason for that is they're considered current until that time. But if you're interested in it, just let me know and we can put it on hold for you and we can reserve it for you until then, okay? So in the meantime, I'm going to just transition you down here so that you can take a peek inside the kit with me. It was delivered on Monday, you guys, and for club on Monday night, everyone was a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and nobody else had gotten their kit yet. And so I didn't even look at mine. We decided to leave it as a surprise for them. So I hope your kits have arrived. And if they haven't, just cover your eyes. And I'll tell you about this one. Okay, so it comes with a photopolymer stamp set. All of our paper pumpkins come with a stamp set with sayings on it that are used on the projects. Sometimes there's auxiliary kind of extra imagery that you can use on the projects or that kind of correspond with the projects. But for the most part, to make these kits, you just need sayings. So that's why the refills also come in handy if you're interested in the projects, but you know, maybe want to reduce the cost and not pay for the Stampin' Spot, which is Shy Shamrock, or the stamp set. You can definitely do it that way. We'll go through the sayings when we take a look at the paper insert here in a second. But when you open it up, it's like a little present. And this one is called Life is Sweet from June 2024. We've got 3 different card designs here. I'm going to just do a zoom in. Hope that works for you. This is congrats so much to celebrate with these awesome lemons. Ooh, I love the colors in this kit. This one here has some peaches and some gorgeous laser cut framing. Can you guys see that? So 3 designs and 3 of each, so 9 cards. And then this one's Miss You, Wish You Were Here. Let's open up this kit and take a peek. With these kits, your first kit will come with a clear block that you can use to mount all of the subsequent stamp sets on it. So this is a subscription service, so you can choose to go on an ongoing subscription base, or you can get prepaid codes where you can pre-purchase 1, 3, 6, or 12 months at a time. And those work great because they actually count for club. If you are doing the month to month, that doesn't count for club. So get more freebies by doing a prepaid subscription. Okay, here is the stamp set. Sorry, I just had to drop it on the floor first. Took me a little minute there. So we've got Life is So Much Sweeter with Friends Like You. You're truly amazing. Wish you were here. So much to celebrate. Sending you a big squeeze, and sweet friend, and then of course that big bold thanks, which is really fun that it's all connected. I like that imagery. In here, there's also the full color instructions, which are graphic based, not word based. I love that. It makes it so easy to put it together. It's like ink up that stamp, put it on there. Dimensionals there. Wrap your twine around, use scissors. Put some glue dots on there, put dimensionals, and then ta-da, there you've got your finished card. They've even gone so far as to include a little ruler down the sides, and they tell you exactly how long to cut your twine. Isn't that clever? And then this is just a quick little infographic of all the supplies that you'll need to create all the different cards. Cute, right? On the back here, there's a QR code which you should scan and take you right to some of the extra supplies. So this is the die pack that goes along with it. So if you have the Big Boss or the Baby Boss, you can get this and get some coordinating images to go with this kit, and then the past 2 kits. There's also a QR code if you want to watch a video to follow along with to create your kit. What I really like though is knowing the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors, because you can turn this kit into so many projects. So this is a great tool that you can use to expand your kit. Okay, we've got laser cut pieces here. We've got some adhesive. We've got our tear and tape, twine. We've got glue dots and dimensionals, and then these beautiful kind of vanilla pearls. These are adorable envelopes. They're all cute shapes, coordinating colors. These are really fun laser cuts. Isn't that nice? There's also some vellum in there, which is cut to match. You've got pre-printed cardstock bases. The color isn't showing up proper here, I don't think. Oh, my light was turned off there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lights. One of them was turned off. How did I miss it? This one is already like flat on the card. It's already printed on there. It's really pretty. It's a pretty in pink color, I think. This one looks like a light version of Shy Shamrock. That's the ink color that's included. We've got some cute peaches. Don't they look like they have so much texture? They are completely flat, you guys, but they just have so much texture. This looks like peach pie, a lighter version of it, kind of speckled on there. And then tons of laser cuts here. Look at these cute lemons, some more greenery pieces. This has got, oh, sorry guys, there we go. This has got little pokey holes. This one is glimmer paper, but let's look at the back and see what's actually on there. It's a whole bunch of words. So we've got congrats, hello, and miss you. So when you just pop these out, they're ready to go. You will probably want to purchase one of my favorite tools. This is called the Take Your Pick tool. If you are doing any crafting, it's so helpful. It's got pokey tools, a palette tool. It's got like a little sticky grabber on this end, and then it also has scoring tools. You can get different attachments though. One of my favorite attachments is this one here, which is our die brush. It pokes through and it comes with a little piece of foam, a little bit bigger than this. But when you do this, it's gonna just pop through. Oh, of course, it's not gonna work right now because I'm holding it up. Let's see if it's gonna work. There we go. So you can see the effect that it does there. It just pops through. It's like a pokey tool on steroids. It does it a whole bunch of times at once. So that's a great tool to get. There's also different attachments. There's this scalpel, super long pointy tool, hooked pointy tool. Can you see that there? So you go to town with all those attachments. Once you buy one of these, you can just keep changing out all of the different tips. You just have a little box to keep them in. Ooh, look at, there's more, you guys. There's vellum. I love vellum. I'm glad they didn't discontinue it in the kits. They discontinued it in the catalog. Broke my little heart. All right, so if you want one of those, just reach out to me. I'd be so happy to get that in your hands, again, starting July 11th. So some of our previous kits are also available. So Memorable Meadows here, I'll show you the samples. And if you guys want to hold a crafting class with your friends, these are the best way of doing it. I just love making these projects with new stampers, and even experienced stampers love making these projects. Can you see how textured that is? These are actually laser cut wood pieces on here. And you've got this beautiful watercolor base. They're so easy to put together. They're so rewarding, and it makes it so that your guests can really enjoy the experience and still feel like they are leaving with some projects that they're happy with creating. It's perfect for new stampers. So that again was Memorable Meadows. This is the best there is. This is, I think, last month's kit. I haven't made it yet. It doesn't actually come with the big stamping pad. I include that for when I'm crafting, and I save the little stampin' spots to give as gifts. This is kind of masculine cards. So Happy Father's Day, the best there is, wood grains, and a really beautiful stamp set that's included there. Again, photopolymer. And we also have the lovely lavender. This is one of my favorite kits that they've ever come out with. I think they're just so clever about this. You get 4 of each of these card designs, and they include, let's see if I can get it to shine properly. Can you guys see that little shimmer there? This frame is like an iridescent purple, a shiny purple. So there's With Love. You can do this one as a happy birthday. I think they did it as Happy Valentine's Day, actually. There's so many 3D elements on this card. And then you've also got these tags too. A little something for you. Again, let's hold a class. That'd be so much fun. You get your friends together. You can do it here or at your place, whatever you want to do. And I supply all of the materials and instructions. You have some snacks, maybe some beverages, and we've got a party. We can do it in your backyard. We can do it wherever you'd like. I even do lunchtime corporate events as well, which are super fun. All right, do I have any more slides? Oh, no, that was the last one. Hooray. Okay, let's get started with our crafting. And I've got this paper pumpkin here because this is, I think, my actual favorite that they've ever had. Paper pumpkin's been around for over 10 years. Delicate Wings, I think, is maybe my favorite. And it's because it's so stunning. So the cards are really quite neutral in color, but there's such wow factor. And your first project is to craft one of these 3 cards. So this is one of them here. So if you have this project, you've got the card base that's got the green, kind of bluey green. It's called Lost Lagoon. And a whole bunch of this is already going to be prepped for you. Let me see if I can show you. So this card here. Oh no, did I mess these up? I might have totally messed these up. Yeah, I think I did. So I think it might be the gray background. Okay, well, regardless. Oh my gosh, sorry you guys. I think I might have messed this up. Yes, I totally did. Okay, so if you've got, no matter what color your cardstock base is, sorry about that, if you've got the piece that looks like this, you're making this card here, okay? Sorry. The only stamping that we do on this card is this butterfly here, which I stamped in the corresponding basic gray color. That's the color that is shipped with the kit. So if you don't have that one, just even black would work really well. Oh yeah, totally Bridgerton vibes, hey? Oh, yeah. Priscilla says guilty for chopping up the envelope so she has more coordinating colors. Yes, no naked envelopes. I agree, Michelle. So this card here only has the saying stamped and then that one butterfly stamped. If you don't have a butterfly that's going to work, don't worry about it. You can put so many of these little butterflies scattered around, and I don't think that you're going to notice that there was supposed to be something there. So again, all of the little pieces come in here. You're just going to stamp a saying onto here. And then I did dimensionals under everything. So dimensionals under this rectangle, dimensionals under every single butterfly, and dimensionals underneath the tag that has the saying stamped on it too. You guys good with that? Okay, I'm going to show you the next card then. The next card is so simple. Again, I don't know what color your cardstock base is, but if you have this element here, you've got the simplest card to put together. Congratulations. Do you want to see me make this card? I can make this card lickety-split. All you need, 4 dimensionals. If you want to go really crazy, add 2 more dimensionals. That's how you take this card up a notch. You can put 1 there. I'm going to add 1 extra dimensional. So I'm going to go with 5. Oh no, I'm going to put 1 here. I'm lying. There we go. So 6 dimensionals. And then pop that onto here. This is such a beautiful color of paper, isn't it? It's, what do I call it? Champagne. That's so funny. It is Bridgerton vibes, isn't it? Then the kits normally come with adhesive mini glue dots, but I much prefer using my adhesive that comes in this line adhesive. So this is called our Stamp and Seal or Stamp and Seal Plus. Make sure your card is opening the proper way. And then, ta-da! Card finished. You really want to go crazy? You can separate these wings and give them a little floof. So this card comes pre-embossed, really, with the saying, "I'm always here for you," which is a really awesome saying. Isn't that card pretty? Look at that. So nice, hey? That's card number 2. Simple, simple. And then, yeah, you might have it in the gray background, or you might have it in the blue. Isn't that funny how I mixed that up? I wonder if I meant to do that. I'm going to say not. The last one here is another really simple layout. You're going to have this little beige piece that's like a trapezoid shape. So it's like a rectangle, but cut off a little bit, angled. Put that one on with your Stamp and Seal. I did the butterflies, all 3 of them with dimensionals. And then I stamped the saying, "Everything will be okay," and put that on with dimensionals. So I also want to show you this really cool stamp set here called So Sincere. And this one has a stamp which is so different than any of the other stamps in our catalog, and that's this happy birthday. So I wanted to try it with that. So on Monday, I crafted this card here and put the happy birthday on vertically. It turned out great too, didn't it? Isn't that awesome? So there you go. You could also turn this into a horizontal card like this and just put the butterflies turned around and have your saying stamped that way. So however you want to do it, I'd love to see what you come up with. Alrighty, I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to show you a couple more stamp sets that have really great sayings. So as a member of club, or even if you drop into club, you'll know every single month what you need to do is have stamp sets with sayings. These are some of my favorite stamp sets with sayings. So that's So Sincere that I was just showing you with that vertical happy birthday. This one has a lot of different fonts and kind of medium-sized sayings. So they work on most of the tags that I will provide. Something Fancy. This one's great because it has some that are a little bit taller and then some that are just quick little lines that will work on a smaller tag. Unbounded Love. Sorry, I should have it down a little bit so you could see what it is. Unbounded Love here has kind of buildable sayings. So you've got hope, love, faith, and peace, and then the sayings that go along with it. So because it's photopolymer, you could put this on the same block. So just take a peek here. So love and never gives up. You can put those both on there. You want to make sure it's straight though, of course. Step number one is make sure it's straight. And then you can stamp and then do it all in one. So you can build those up. This is a great saying set, which will give you lots of versatility. Never gives up. There we go. You got happy birthday, sympathy, you're a blessing, hello, celebrate, my heart goes out to you. So lots of really awesome options there. If you want something a little bit more playful, Happy Little Things is another buildable one where you've got some bigger, bolder items that can work with some smaller sayings to go along with it. My number one favorite simple set, this is a brand new one. It's called Simply Said, and this one has all the sayings that you need for the most part, like thinking of you, right? Happy birthday, let's celebrate, how about birthday wishes, just a note, things like that, and of course, thank you. And thanks, and thank you. This one is really affordable as well. I'll show you it in a second here in the catalog. Wonderful Thoughts is another great option. This one has some sayings that are really good for inside the card too. So you've got some smaller ones that would fit on small tags and then some larger ones as well. In the catalog, my goodness, I managed to make a real mess here. There we go. In the catalog, I won't show you all those ones that I just showed you in the physical version. I'm just going to show you here in the beginning this Simply Said. So this one's $24, and it will give you the stamps that you can keep using over and over again. I think that you would gravitate towards this every single month if you were crafting along with me and wanting to create your cards. This would be one that you would reach for right away. Another kind of fun one that I actually don't have in my collection is this Saying Hey. So this one has cute and clever sayings, like insert clever message here. I'm so glad that you exist. I miss your face. Those are so fun, right? And then I think these other ones are the ones that I showed you. Oh, I wanted to show you this one. That's right. If you don't have that paper pumpkin and you love butterflies, or maybe you have that paper pumpkin and you want more butterflies, this Sketched Butterflies bundle is so awesome. There's these beautiful butterfly images, some really great sayings there too, and then these outlines mean that there's a coordinating die to go along with them. So I don't know if you can see here on this one and all of these butterflies, there's actually dies that will cut them out. So just remember right now, this month only, if you wanted to get this bundle or any of the other bundles in this catalog, it's actually 20% off instead. So purchasing the two items separately would be $76. Take 20% off that, and that's what you're actually going to end up paying. Fabulous deal. Well, I should just keep looking here because maybe there's some other treasures that I need to show you. No, that one's fine. I don't need to show you that. There we go. Those are just some sayings. Okay, you guys ready to go on to the next project? Oh, if you don't have this project, I should mention, that was a bonus project, and that's for people who pick up from my house or who pay for the bonus card. What I do for people who receive their projects in the mail, I mail them out for free. That's totally included anywhere in Canada. But if you want a bonus project, then you can just pay me a nominal fee for receiving that bonus project. Alrighty, we're coming up on card club renewal time. So I run my card clubs for 6 months at a time, and so then this one is wrapping up June. So the next one's going to be starting in July. Stay tuned because I'm going to have a sign up email, and I also love to shower you, my club members, with gifts. So just let me know on that survey that I send out. Just sign up, and then you can get the special deals for joining for the next 6 months. I would love to shower you with gifts and also give you a better price on your crafting. Okay, you guys ready for this project? I hope so. This is featuring these adorable little ducks. I love this. It is such a cute and different stamp set and dies and designer series paper. And do you guys see those cute little pebbles? Here they are, the pebbles. These ones are, of course, like I said, retired, but I think they work so perfectly on this card. So I wanted to showcase them this month because I'm going to give them to you for free with a minimum $100 order. You might even have like these are ducks who are standing. You might have ducks who are floating. And so there's a different version of this card too. You might have a little bit of a different version. So let me show you how to craft this card. This card has only a little bit of stamping. So stamping the saying onto your little tag. I'm using the coordinating charming duck pond. And do you guys see what I did here? This one says hello friend, but I needed just hello. And so what did I do? I think I still have it on the block. Where is it? Hello, hello friend. Where are you? Oh, here it is. It's not on the block. Okay, so I took the stamp and I cut it apart. Stamps are tools, not jewels. So it comes like this, and I can still put it back together like that if I want to use it like that. But now I have the flexibility that I can just use the hello. There are different ways that you can mask and even ink up just the portion that you want to ink. But my favorite way of doing that is just by snipping it apart. And I actually did that on 2 different stamps this month. Crazy, right? I don't think so. A little crazy maybe, but I like it. So I also, on this one here, use the happy birthday. So it depends what tag you have. You'll have to find a saying that goes along with it. The only other thing that I'm doing for this card actually is creating a little bit of interest in this pond area. So I'm using my lovely Wink of Stella, which is our platinum shimmer. It's clear, but it's actually like a platinum color. It's a shimmer paintbrush that you can just put right over top of anything. I forgot this the other night, but I actually did use my coordinating color of Balmy Blue with a blending brush to just add a little bit more depth. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's fold our cardstock in half, and we can get started on this. This card comes together so quickly and easily with this awesome die cutting that's been done for you by the amazing Kathy. So I'm just opening up my ink pad. I'm going to take my blending brush and starting outside of where will be visible, because it sometimes does a little smush. I'm going to just come in here and add in a little bit of a halo. Just again, like changing the color of cardstock just a little bit, adding a little tiny bit of interest. And I'm just going to doing it up at the top. Again, I don't think that people are necessarily going to say, hey, did you use sponge on here? Did you use a blending brush? But your eye, I think, still will pick up that there's something a little bit different. So now I can put that to the side. If you are getting the blending brushes, they come in a pack of 3 and they come in 2 different sizes. So there's the large size and the small size. To be honest, I'm just going to pop this one right back in my little storage here, and it's going to stay like that. And I'm going to use it for my blues. If I need to, I can change colors. However, I keep them to like the approximate color that's on there, and then it seems to work really well. If you're cleaning it though, just rinse it under some water and then let it dry. Make sure you're letting it dry. You might have to go in and rinse it again. You might even use some Stampin' Mist which will break down the ink. The ink is water-based, but you might just want to use that as like a bit of a solvent. While I have my ink open here, I'm going to stamp my happy birthday onto my tag. There we go. Now I can close this up and not get my fingers in it. There we go. Now I'm going to take my 𝘾𝙧𝙚𝙚 while my ink is drying here, and I'm just going to draw some little water lines across. Again, this is not something that someone's going to notice the first thing that they look at the card, but it definitely does add a little bit of wow factor. Let's see if the camera pick that up. You don't have to be perfect on this. The finished card, it's not going to be super noticeable. Again, just giving the eye a little bit of something happening here. I don't know if you can see it here. Oh, it's so subtle. The camera won't really pick it up. All right, so that's what I'm going to put on there. Now, putting this to the side, I'm going to start assembling the rest of my card. So grab all your little pieces here. I like to use this to put my embellishments in because it's easier to pick them up. So I'm going to take the strips of paper. You can see the pattern that I've cut. I've actually matched up your pair. So if that's something that's important to you, then you can just match them up and then put them onto your project. And if it's not important to you, then no worries. Don't spend time on it. This piece is a little bit wider than your card, and I do that on purpose so that it can match up perfectly. Now, which part do I want to cut off? The top or the bottom? I'm going to cut off the top here. So I'm going to put this one over here. There we go. And this one here. And then I flip it over to the back side, and that way I can quickly and easily just take my snips and snip off the excess. There we go. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is take this gorgeous die cut piece. This was a square that I cut, and then using a die, Kathy ran this through the Big Boss, and it cuts out all this beautiful detail, and it leaves some of these lily pads intact and then cuts out some of them too. So that's kind of fun, hey? Kind of different. On the back side here, I'm going to put some adhesive just down the side strips so that I can put this little tiny border on. And it's cut quite long here, so that you can get 2 out of it. Again, sometimes we just have to know the limitations, I think, of our equipment and even of our ability. I'm not saying that you're not capable of this, and I'm not saying that I'm not either. With like 17 years as a demonstrator, I should be able to cut things straight, but there's some times where you just can't cut it the perfect length, and so it just seems to be easier for some things to cut to have you cut it like as it's being put together. So don't be hard on yourself. I hope you don't think less of me, because I sure do try my best, but I try to foolproof it for you because I really like having nice, clean cut edges that match up. And sometimes that's just not possible with a paper cutter. You just have to do some cutting with your scissors. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on here. I'm putting quite a few on just because this is really detailed and I want to make sure that it stays popped up. Having such a big opening in the middle kind of changes the rigidity. I'm so glad that you could join me for this rescheduled time. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for going with the flow. We weren't sure if the Oilers were going to be in the final. Can you guys see? I'm just kind of holding it here to match up, to make it equal, and then sliding it to the edge, keeping it in line. We weren't sure, and then the game, they won the game, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. So we had to reschedule our club. That night I was supposed to be, oh my gosh, what was I doing? It was 3 things. I think my dad was helping me out. What was happening? Everything got canceled because my daughter got sick. Oh, she had a soccer game and I had card club. So my dad was going to take the kids and take them to soccer. And then, yeah, my daughter got sick and it was like, okay, well, I guess I'm home with her and we're not going anywhere or doing anything. And we just watched the hockey game. It was like kind of relaxing, except that it was so stressful. So your ducks, like I said, might be standing up. Then you've got a white background. If you've got the blue water background, all I did was just take it around the, what's it called? Like the floaty marks? What would you call those? The marks that show that something is sitting in water. Is there a scientific word for those? Is it ripples? Am I overthinking this? Is it ripples? Are you guys shouting ripples right now at your at your computers or your devices? I keep hitting my elbow on the table. I hope that's not doing a weird noise. I just suddenly thought, oh gosh, that sounds like something else. Yes, thankful for early game times. Agreed. Because, yeah, who can stay up late anymore and have that level of stress? The 6 o'clock game times are fabulous. Especially with the kids. Like, I want the kids to be able to watch it, right? Not just my kids, but like so many kids to be able to watch it. I'm not going up between the legs. I mean, let's be realistic here. I like fussy cutting and the effect, but I don't like that much. What is happening upstairs? My goodness. I think my husband's packing and stacking boxes right above my head or something. It's funny. Okay. You guys at this point may be frustrated with the fussy cutting. I've got some tips for you. Give it a try. Try holding your scissors kind of straight and then moving your paper and just kind of gliding your way along. And also give yourself some grace. It doesn't have to be perfect. You are not a machine. And we can also tuck them inside the card to, you know, make them a little bit covered up. Like look at these guys. I tuck them right in behind the bulrushes. So now let's do dimensionals on the back side of all 3 of those. You might have 2 ducks. You might have a whole family. I tried to make it fair. I'm working with the designer series paper here. Oh, I need smaller dimensionals. Mini dimensionals are great for this. So let's put these on here. These smaller dimensionals are a little bit harder to get off, but that's okay. So I put these ducks who are standing just on the outside. And I left the water as a little bit more open. And so you can see with this tag here, I put it kind of to the side. With this one, I wanted to cover up a little bit more blue. So I'm actually going to put this one even further down, and I think that'll be great. Yeah, we've got Oilers fever here in Edmonton. It's been a long time since they even had a chance at the cup, so this is pretty exciting. All right, that card is super cute, isn't it? And now to take it up even more, we can put on our little pebbles. I'm going to put on these pebbles. I'm going to do 2 on this side today and 1 on this other side. I don't want to put it there. I don't want it to look like a little duck poop. I'm going to have to move that little duckling. Isn't that funny? We overthinking things? Yes. There we go. That doesn't look like a little duck poop. Oh my gosh. My life involves so much talk about poop. It's not even funny. And I shut it down so much with my kids. And here I am. I'm the one who's bringing it up and talking about it. Oh, my kids have been rubbing off on me. Okay, from the annual catalog, we've got so many cute projects. And most of them come from this Lily Pond Lane. And this is a suite of products. Don't enter this sweet collection code though, okay? This month, you're actually going to save more by purchasing the bundle and all of these items separately, okay? So you don't want to put in the code for the stamps and the die separate. Do the bundle here that does those, and you'll get 20% off those. And then you will get these items here as well. You can coordinate and build your own suite basically, but you're going to save more by not putting in that code. If you're looking for the codes, they're down at the bottom here, okay? So make sure you're putting in the bundle so that you can get those 2 and bundle and save 20%. This designer series paper is so stinking cute. It's 6 inches by 6 inches, which is kind of a perfect size. And it has so many adorable patterns like the lotus blossoms, koi fish, and lily pads. Look at this cute frog and the koi. These would be great for scrapbooking as well. You've got such fun and fresh colors. You've got these pinks and the orange. So this is Peach Pie, our new in color, and Pretty in Pink, our returning color, which is now an in color. Again, more lotus blossoms. And then these were the 3 pieces that I cut up. There's different patterns. You can see this is a different pattern here in the corner. So you've got 2 where they're on land and 1 where they're in the water. And those are the ones that we cut up to use as embellishments in our projects. Now, I made you fussy cut, but if you get this designer series paper and you also get these dies, you can actually cut out some of these cute little ducks with the dies. So that's going to be a huge bonus for you. Again, it's not all of them. You've got a couple on every sheet. So to keep it fair and to prep fast, oh, this one has just this guy here and this one. There you go. So to keep it fast for me to prep, so that I could actually include this, and to keep it fair, so everyone's doing some fussy cutting, sorry. Then you've got these cute little vignettes as well. Aren't they adorable? And there's the back side of them there. Really fun, fresh colors. I also used It's so funny how they have some of the dies shown because they're not shown. So I've got this page flagged, and it's because the stylish shapes dies are noted on this page, but they're not shown anywhere in this catalog. So you got to look online. Really take a look at my website and poke around a little bit, because there's so much more available online than what's shown in the catalog. The catalog is a wonderful appetizer or taster, but online you're going to get to see so much more and get so much more information as well. So these were the dies that I used for our little sayings, but this die pack is so great because it comes with circles and squares plus the banners, and these dies cut in the middle, and then it has those embossed little pin pricks that show up on either side of the cutting image. So if you wanted to do this card and you didn't have, say, this beautiful little lily pad, whatever, you could actually use this circle here to cut out, and it would do like a cute little stitch all around there as well. So, and when you cut that, then you're going to have a piece of paper that's a circle that you could use on another project, right? Hope that makes sense. But these dies pull double duty because they've got the embossing on the inside and the outside. All right, that's everything from this card. Easy peasy, right? Let's take a look at our next card. So this next project here is going to look a little something like this. And the project, when it's completed, looks just like this. So we've got lots of texture, lots of neutrals with just this pop of color. So the pop of color comes from the summer, it's gone. It was there, but now it's gone. This is why we have the catalog. Summer Splash. This is a new in color, and it has a glimmer paper and then also the regular cardstock that is in that same coordinating color. The rest of this card is actually our brand new core color, which is basic beige. So that's featured in the designer series paper both here and here, and we've die cut and embossed this sand dollar with that as well, and it's the card base. So that new basic beige, definitely get yourself a pack of it. It's so much fun to play with, and I'm actually using the basic beige ink on this project as well. So that comes matchy-matchy. I also did a little bit of a different version here. So this is my original design to put the horizontal, and you might have a large or a small starfish. This one though, I wanted to show that you could actually put the tag vertically if you wanted as well. So whatever you got for a saying, just play around with that. We're going to start putting this card together, and it comes together really quickly and easily because Kathy and I have done so much work for you already, and I can't wait to show you too how we did it, because we're saying so much work, but really it's as easy as can be. Oh, just a reminder, keep your clear envelopes. You can reuse these over and over again. They're also really great to store your cards in for when you are putting them in your little box or something and you're sorting through, then it keeps all the embellishments nicely together. You can even mail in these. So you can put a piece of paper on the inside stamped with your return address and write their name on it, or you can even put a mailing label on there or write on the back of the card. It works really, really well. They come in a pack of 50 from Stampin' Up. They're such a fabulous deal. And like I said, you can keep using them over and over again. What am I going to do? This isn't quite the right blue. I can't do this one. It's just, that one's a little bit softer, isn't it? So I'm going to do this side. This goes on, ooh, stop everything. I'm glad I caught myself because I took this card up a little bit with some stamping here. I don't know if you can see that. There's some stamping, and that's using this little splatter from the Coordinating Seaside Wishes stamp set. Oh, Vanessa, you're here. I'm so glad to see you. Take care, Priscilla. Have a good night. Thanks for joining while you could. Yeah, that replay is there for you whenever you want it. So nice to be able to go back in the future as well and remember the card designs that we made. So I'm not doing anything in the center because this piece of designer series paper is quite big, so it's going to cover most of it. I've already got my adhesive on there, and now I can put that slanted over here. There we go. And now this piece of paper here, you might notice that it looks quite similar. You might even have the same size sand dollar as what you have on there. I want to show you this. It's our hybrid embossing folder. You can use this embossing folder by itself and just stick a piece of paper on the inside here. This one was put like this. There we go. And it was a flat piece of paper. We actually put two in at the same time. You close it up and then crank it through the big boss. Make sure that that's not sticking out. There we go. Crank it through the big boss, and then you can open it up and it will be embossed just like this. But the wonderful thing about this embossing folder is it has an additional feature. It has a coordinating die from the die set, which nests inside here. The ridges in the embossing folder actually hold it in place. And then you can put a piece of paper in, crank it through, and it's going to do the embossing just like this and cut it out. So you end up with 3 sand dollars, which look like this. Cool, right? You also get some frames. Oh, they're just over here. You also get some frames, which you could do something really cool with. These have all the texture embossing on there, and then they just have them popped out. We divided those up amongst all of your crafting kits. Cute, right? And so clever. I love things that make my life easier, and these embossing folders, these hybrid ones, they do such a good job of that. This I'm going to put on with some dimensionals, but before I do, I'm actually going to just distress it a little bit. So I don't know if you can see the difference here between these two. This one is not distressed. This one is heavily distressed, and it gives that fun beachy vibe. I'm just going to take my scissors, and using the blade, I'm going to run them along the side. You'll get a little bit of fuzz, which I just tap off into my recycle bin. You might want to be careful around areas where there's a lot of embossing right on the edge, because depending on how sharp your scissors are, they might cut into the paper a little bit or tear the paper a little bit. Now again, this is distressed, so it's not that big of a deal. That happened on my first rectangle, so that's why I kind of bring it up. There's a little bit of a tear here, but you can't even see it. I covered it up anyways, but you can't see it. So just be a little bit gentle with your scissors if you're worried about breaking down that paper too much. Dimensionals. I tidy up every time, but really I should just leave everything strewn all over the place, because then I can find it maybe more easily. Has that ever happened to you guys, where you're busy working away and you just can find it more easily when it's not clean? I'm putting this one on crooked too. Does this make you crazy? Don't worry about it. If it does, then you just put it on straight. That's not a problem. Here, I'm going to put this on with some Stampin' Seal right in this section, and then I'm going to put one dimensional over here so that it stays level. There we go. I'm so glad that you joined us, Vanessa. So good to see you. For this next part, let's do our stamping. Should I go horizontal or vertical? What do you think? This is the stamp set that I'm using here. For one of them I used Your Friendship is the Best Gift, and then for this vertical one I did Sometimes the Simplest Things Mean the Most. Maybe I put on Love You. That's fun. I'm going to do that. So love you. Peel that off. Whenever I'm finished using a stamp, I actually stick it onto the inside of my case. Whether it's photopolymer or our red rubber, I do the same thing. But until I do that, I just leave them on this sheet. It just works well. But you can actually see which ones are missing because it lines up pretty perfectly. So now I know I'm missing that one and that one because they're on blocks already. Okay, so using the matchy basic beige ink, I'm actually going to put this in the lower right corner because I'm going to have that starfish kind of exploding over top of this element. I'm done with my ink, so I better put that away. Don't make a mess. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. So dimensionals on the back of my sand dollar, on the back of my little stamped tag, and on the back of my large starfish. This one here, I'm putting, you know what, I cut these ones in half last night. There we go. I love being able to modify my adhesives as I need. And these dimensionals are so fun and add such a wow factor. I think that's when you can tell a card is really truly handmade, is when it's got all these textures and lots of dimension. There we go. And sometimes if they're hard to get off, you can just use your take your pick tool to get them off. I don't know what is happening up there. Can you guys hear it too? Are you doing horizontal? Yeah, do horizontal. We've changed any of these cards can be done in a vertical format or even a horizontal, right? Like that would be really cute too. Let's do it. So maybe we put it together like this, right? That's cute too, isn't it? Adorable, right? Easy peasy. Is that how you're putting yours together, Vanessa? I always like to see how you guys do it as well. There's never any intimidation. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself. I took all the dimensional backers off. But there is this little piece of ribbon, and I wanted to show you a little technique here. So just snipped. This is how it looks right here. But what I did is I actually unraveled it so it has a little bit of a fringe. Can you guys see that? Really easy to do. You just want to snip it to the length that you need. I'm going to put it together just like that. And then I'm actually going to just start fraying it. And you'll find it kind of frays off one side easier than the other, and it kind of gathers on the other side. When that happens, you just take your snips and you can take that piece off. Oh, I didn't cut it all. There we go. I'm glad you love the starfish. I do too. So that's our new glimmer paper, which is available in our 5 in colors. Why is this being so difficult for me tonight? I swear sometimes it's like because I'm on a live video. Come on, baby. Work with me here. There we go. Oh my gosh. It was nice and then I messed it up. How am I doing this? I never had problems with this before, you guys. Are you having troubles with it too? I hope not. I hope this is just me having trouble so that you don't have to. Okay, I think it's good now. Now I'm having my adhesive stuck to me. Oh yes, lots of beaches here. We have lots of different colors of starfish. Oh my gosh, really? I don't think I've ever seen a starfish alive in the wild. I think I've seen it in aquariums, but not live in the wild. That is so special. I love that you get to experience the ocean all the time, Vanessa. That makes me really, really happy. Okay, I don't know what has happened with this one here. There we go. That one's just being difficult for the sake of being difficult. I'm going to put some Stamp and Seal on the back side there. I'm going to put my little piece of frayed ribbon there. I'm going to put a little bit more right here. There we go. And now we can start putting these together. So I'm going to put my tag just like that. Got my sand dollar. How's that going to go? Maybe like this. Here, that's cute. And then our beautiful starfish going out everywhere. That's fun, right? What do you think? Do you like it vertical or do you like it horizontal? Then the final finishing touches to put on our cute little pebbles. Again, these ones are not available for purchase. They are retired, but you can get them for free. And free is so much better. Oh, that's so cute. This is getting a little bit crowded over here, so I'm going to put them over here, I think. So you've got 3 of those little pebbles, and then you have 3 of these cute little rhinestones. And I'm just going to double up down at the bottom and then put the 3rd one up here just to keep it looking a little bit more random. Oh, I'm glad you love this card. Yay! Makes me so happy to hear that. What do you think? Do you like the horizontal? Do you like the vertical? Do you like the vertical saying? Do you like the horizontal saying? Ah, so many options. Okay, let's show you where to find these supplies. Again, we're just working with online exclusives and our annual catalog. Our mini catalog is coming out in August. Yes. No. I have to double check. I think that the pre-order for demonstrators is in July. No, I think it's 1 month back. Pre-order for demonstrators is in August and it will come out in September. I'm 90% sure about that. Follow up with me. If you are a customer who orders from me, then you'll get your catalogs from me in the mail. So you don't have to worry about it too much, but always follow up if you don't receive yours, because sometimes things happen in the mail, of course. All right, on page 51, this is actually our Country Woods collection. It's a mega suite, which means we've got 2 bundles, 2 designer series papers, and a whole bunch of embellishments. So you can see the theme of it is quite different. This is birdhouses and country flowers that are in pots and jugs. But I just love this designer series paper, and it really spoke to me as like beachy vibes, actually. So you can use this for all kinds of things. The ones that we used are right here, the designs, and then let's show you the back sides of them. On the back sides, you've got more distressed wood. Then you've got this beautiful blue color. The back side of that one has got this awesome stripe. And here, again, more distressing, and more distressing with like a pink. And then the other coordinating paper, so that was the wood grain paper that is in the back here, came from that, what's it called, Country Woods. And then there's Country Lace, and that's where, oh guys, I didn't tell you about this paper. I'm so sorry, I just put together my card. You might have a more cool color tone, and you might want to flip the paper over and use the more gray version of it. But there's also this basic beige. So I don't know which one you like. The basic beige kind of spoke to me for some of the cards, but that gray option on the back side is so nice. I'm so sorry I forgot to say that while we were putting the card together. Oops. Sorry. Okay, so this actually comes from the coordinating paper down here that's called Country Lace. And this is more like textile sort of fabric looking images, or even a little bit distressed like lace or eyelets. This one almost looks like denim, doesn't it? And there's some really fun patterns. That one's the same. So again, more eyelet looking. Yeah. This one really looks like a denim or a linen almost even. You can see the texture on that. Lots of fun patterns that coordinate, and I think you'll find that these are just neutral enough that they will go with pretty much everything. When we flip to the next page here, you can see the glimmer paper. And this glimmer paper is a real wow factor. Don't know where my little strip is. It must be in another drawer. Oh, I can show you the green version of it. Whoa, hey, 12 by 12. And so I say we, but Kathy just cut these beautiful little starfish out of that glimmer paper, and it works really well. She said she didn't have any trouble and didn't have to crank it through a couple of times. This glimmer paper is so nice too, because when you scratch it or cut it, the glimmer doesn't come off. It's really embedded in that paper, so it's not going to make a mess of your house. I used wrapping paper yesterday that had glimmer on it. Oh my gosh, I'm still sparkly, and I vacuumed and used a wet paper towel on the counter where I was doing it. There's glitter everywhere. On page 73, this Seaside Wishes bundle is so fabulous to have. It comes with the stamp set, the dies, and the embossing folder. So this month, this is not an extra 10% off, because it's not just stamps and dies. It's a 3-pack. So stamps, dies, and the embossing folder. So you can't save the extra 10% on that, but you're already saving 10% and getting fabulous coordinating products that go together. And just as a reminder, like the stamps and the dies work really, really well together too. So we've got the stamps here for the sand dollars and even the starfish as well. They have coordinating dies that go with them. Did I get that to match up immediately? No, that would be too good to be true. Here we go. So they coordinate perfectly, and then this big trio will cut out the sand dollars as well. I really like the sayings in this stamp set too. I really like the basics of like happy birthday, thank you, get well soon, but sometimes I want like a little bit more of like a personalized saying, it feels like, and these ones really hit that for me. The next item that I want to show you is our beautiful basic beige bordered ribbon, which of course we frayed, made that look way more difficult than it needed to be or that has ever been for me before. But this is so cute, and it's light enough, I think, that you could really color it with most of your blends and have it be true to the color that it's supposed to be. So you could actually turn that ribbon into whatever color that you wanted. Then we've got our, I wanted to do a second call out here, but I actually missed something. What did I miss here? Oh, I missed showcasing our embellishments. These are the little rhinestone basic jewels. These have been around forever, and it's for good reason, because they're just such a good core product. It's nice to have those in your collection, and you could use them on all kinds of projects. I used them on this card and then also the next card too. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Unbounded Beauty. There's this other mega suite in the catalog. Again, don't put in the suite collection code because you're going to save more by putting it in separately this month. So using this Unbounded Love, these dies is where the tags came from. So you might have this one, I think, or I think we did, I don't know which ones we did. Yeah, I did these two, I think. I think those are the two that I did. It comes with so many frames though, and they're so much fun. I love that the stamp set has all sayings, and I love that the die pack has all shapes and some little images. But do you guys remember me talking about this card, or sorry, this stamp set earlier tonight? It's the one where it has those buildable sayings, where you've got the hope, love, faith, peace, and then you can build them up. So this is a really great stamp set that gives you lots of options for sayings. There we go. I'm done talking about that. But last but not least, I want to give an amazing shout out to my friend Monica, who was on the Stampin' Up! Trip with me. I'll put that there. Monica made this card that inspired me to make the card that I did. Isn't it pretty? So she used some different colors here. She used Misty Moonlight for the background and Calypso Coral here for her sand dollar. We've got a soft sea foam. This is a cool die. I couldn't do 48 of these. I prepped 48 of each card each month, so I couldn't do 48 of these, but isn't that a cool look? I love how much texture that gives to this card. And then she did the little small starfish there. She used the designer series paper, that second one that I showed you, but over here, instead of the wood, she actually created her own designer series paper by stamping that pattern over and over again. So a little bit different, but kind of similar, right? Again, we say copy and share everything, get inspiration from others, and you never know where it could take you, right? Thank you, Monica. You're amazing. So good going on that incentive trip. I do have to say, it's an honor and a privilege to go. Not very many people get to go. Only the top kind of 0.5% of demonstrators are actually achievers of the incentive trip. So it's definitely something to work hard towards. If you guys are interested in being able to go on a trip like that, I can definitely talk to you a little bit more about what it takes, and we can make a plan to see if that's something that's achievable for you. This last card here is all inclusive in the envelope, so you're not looking for a separate piece of paper to use as a cardstock back. This is actually going to be a pocket card, and everyone's, I think, is going to look a little bit different, which is so much fun. This is what it ends up looking like here. So we've got glimmer paper again, matching the in color. So this is our new Petunia Pop. So the glimmer is going to match that. And the ribbon matches that too. And then as I pull this open, the saying comes out, lots, 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 lots of love. And then we can write our little message on the front or the back, or the front and the back, depending on how much you have to say. But this cute card comes together from our dies, and they are a brand new die pack here. They come in a bundle, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'll just show you the dies for now. This largest one here has the score lines on there, and it cuts it all off. So we're going to use that to create the pocket on the front of the card. Now you might have this version, you might have maybe this pink version, or you might even have this new orange version. This is our peach pie. Again, another new in color. And as this comes out, we've got the same kind of saying coming out of here. So lots, 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 lots of love. And when you put it back in, you just have to get it over. There's a little ridge on the inside here, so you just have to put it back a little bit more carefully. Now, the elements on this card here come from our fabulous new ephemera packs. And these give the ultimate in crafting creativity. I'm going to show you the ones that I used. This is called Saying Something. So when you buy this pack of ephemera, they come pre-stamped, basically, in all these different colors. They use a printer. They're not stamping them, but they come pre-stamped. And then you just pop them out. You can see, you just kind of take them all out. and then you end up with these cute little strips. So in the pack you get 2 sheets of each of 4 sheet designs. So you get 2 of this one here. You get 2 where they've got these awesome halos around, and you can see there's so many different colors. You can find something that corresponds with your project for sure. And then there's these really detailed laser cut sayings. So beautiful, thanks. You could put these all together. This would be great also for scrapbooking too. So good luck, hip hip hooray. So many options. And those are the kind of die cuts that I love to do, but I hate to do as well. They're not something that's exactly easy to die cut, so it's nice to be able to put them together. Oh, I should show you the second one here. So this is called Something for Everything Ephemera Pack, and this is where all of the images come from that I paired up with your sayings. I hope you like what I've put together. I hope you can work with it. Again, you get 2 of each of these designs, and you can see it's kind of like a random assortment. When you start looking at it, there's kind of something for everything. There's even these like fun cacti, coffee cups, a little scene here that would work well with the howdy saying that comes in the same pack. Some of them are, you know, colored in, and some of them are just line art. You can color them yourself. And I really like this. Is that a swallow, do you think? I think so. So again, 2 sheets of each of those for $11. I think that's incredible value. There's also 2 more ephemera packs. It's called Labels and Layers. This one you might notice some similar imagery. So like these flowers here, kind of similar to some of them in the Something for Everything. You've got lots of tags, great things. These are not adhesive back, they're just paper that's been laser cut, but that gives you the most flexibility because you'll probably want to pop these up with dimensionals too. Do you guys notice? There's that little swallow just on this cute little tag there. Again, great for scrapbooking, great for card making, great for 3D projects, whatever you're doing. This one is called Fully Flowering, and this one has just flowers in it. So good because I could put flowers, I think, on every single project. I love them so much. They have some that are not colored, so if you want to really try your hand at coloring, you can do that. Or you can leave them just as the black and white, I think, are very striking too. Look at that one. Wow, so pretty, right? So detailed. I love that these packs save us so much time because it saves you from stamping the image and then die cutting the image. So you really get a fast forward with these. And I think no matter what kind of stamper you are, I think you would benefit from having these in your collection. So with that, let's talk about the stamping that you can do on this card. Your saying's done, your image is done. What else you can stamp? Well, I did some cute little hearts here, and you can't see it on camera very well, but I did Versamark hearts on this paper, which is really fun because it's kind of an ombre look. So our Versamark ink is a super sticky clear ink, which when you stamp on it, it gives a Versamark watermark image. So a watermark is like stamping with the same color of ink onto the same color of cardstock or designer series paper. So we can definitely do that. This is the one that I have here to craft. So I'm going to start by folding in and then scoring these little pieces. You have to make a decision which side of this designer series paper that you are showcasing. And June is, of course, Pride Month, so that's why I'm showcasing this beautiful rainbow of colors on these cards. And I just think this is the happiest designer series paper maybe that they've ever come out with. It's so bright and beautiful. It's fills me with joy. So happy Pride, everyone. I'm going to use some sticky strip. This is Terran tape, And I can actually put it over, my goodness, everything is looking harder than it needs to be tonight. I'm putting it over the corners here, kind of adhering, there we go, kind of adhering the two pieces together, and then going up to the top, and then you just tear it to finish it. This is a really sticky adhesive, plus it's the perfect width to fit on here. So this is going to work on any project where you have moving parts or if you really need that sticking power. So I'm doing the 3 little sections there. What do you think? Should I do some stamping on here? Maybe I will do that gray color again, just so that it shows up a little bit more. I'm using the Pocket Thoughts, which is the bundle and save, this month 20%, but normally 10%, along with these pocket dies. So if those pocket dies are appealing to you, take a look, because you might be able to get Pocket Thoughts for just a little bit more than buying just the dies by themselves, right? Now you can save 20% on both of them if you purchase them both. These are really fun because it's 2-step stamping, so you can see this will color in the top of your cupcake. This will color in your rings, so you've got a plain band and then you have a band with a diamond. You can color in the diamond at the top and then do these little sparkling lines. You've got the little hearts, arrows. This is a graduation scroll or a scroll of some sort, and you can even put the color in there as well. So I think there's lots of options. Plus you get lots of love, yay for you, and happy birthday. Now, I talked about doing some stamp surgery earlier, and I definitely did that to create this lots of love. I took this stamp here, trimmed it between the lots and the of, and then I can separate that to give that stamping look. And then when I finish it up at the end, I can put it back together just the way that it was supposed to be, and then I can stamp it all together at that point. But I'm putting that ahead of the game a little bit here. I'm going to start with some smoky slate. I'm going to put that Versamark to the side because it just didn't show up on camera here. So this, I'm going to put some cute little hearts. You have to kind of go a little bit further out than what you expect. Put your tag on there and figure it out. The first time I did it, I stamped way too far and I had to redo it all. So just make sure you're moving it out to the side a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than even what you think it should be. And I'm just going to go with 3 of them on this card. I think that's perfect. Let's do our lots stamp. That's on the smaller rectangle that has a hole in it. Now, if you don't have something that works for this, you can of course do it later. You can order the stamp and then do it. Or of course look from your collection and see what you can find. That's part of the fun of doing Card Club, I think, is it gets you using your products from your collection in order to create your projects. Okay, put that lots of love back together. And now I can stamp that. Lots of love. lots. It's cute, right? Let's put all this ink away so I don't ink up my fingers. And we can start putting this card together. I have them strewn all over the place here, but let's start this. So taking our cardstock base, which again doesn't fold open, it's just a cardstock base. Just a little rectangle. It's still in our standard size, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And then this die cut comes in just a little bit. Now, if you're using the super sticky tear and tape, just make sure you don't press it down until it's exactly where you want it. If you happen to press it down and it's crooked, your best friend is going to be this heat tool, which heats up to, oh my gosh, like 300 degrees. And when you turn that on, you can actually soften the adhesive. You just kind of turn it on for a little bit, and then this will be able to peel right off, and you can give it another go. Oh, Michelle, it's so good to see you. I'm really glad that you could join in. Good luck tomorrow. You're on the home stretch of field trips, but boy, oh boy, those summer camps are rolling up fast, I bet. Take care, my friend. All right, we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our glimmer paper. And we'll put that onto our cardstock base. Then, where is the saying that I had? Is it stuck on me? Oh, it was stuck on my stamp set. So I have So Happy For You, which I'm going to put on with dimensionals. I'm going to put everything on with dimensionals. A little bird as well. Your dimensionals, you might just want to make sure that they're in a little bit from the end. If you have a very large, long saying, you don't want them hanging off the side and not adhering onto that glimmer paper. Glimmer paper is sometimes hard to stick things onto. I find that dimensionals work really well. The tear and tape works really well too, but something like the Stamp and Seal isn't going to be enough for you. All right, so we've got the So Happy For You. Let's finish off the front of this project here with some cute rhinestones. And then we're just going to tie the ribbon on. This goes on so quickly and easily. Just fold it in half, stick it through, and then fold it in half again. You could even, at this point, put a little bit of adhesive right here. There we go. And you might want to adhere it perfectly straight or even just a little bit off, depending on what you want. And then you can take your little bit of twine. This is our white baker's twine. Comes in an assorted pack with black, crumb cake, beige actually. That was there before our basic beige came out. I just realized that was like our little teaser. So then I'm just going to tie a bow around. If a bow is too tricky, sometimes it is, just tie a little knot. That would look great too. And a bow doesn't turn out nice the first time, okay? Like that bow looks insane, but you just have to finesse it a little bit, okay? So don't expect your bow to be perfect. You have to twist it. You have to bend it to your will, and then it will look cute. We also have to snip these top pieces here. There we go. Adorable. And then we just slip it inside the pocket and it's ready to go. Adorable, right? So happy for you. And look at, it's similar, but it's different. And you've got all these different projects that you could do with a pack of ephemera. I guess with 2 packs, right? The sayings and then also the images. So I can't wait to show you the other products that we used to make this card. Okay, going back to, once again, our Simply Said stamp set is so easy to use. I didn't stamp with it tonight, but it's actually on the same page as our ephemera pack. So those are the Saying Something, Something for Everything, Fully Flowering, and Labels and Layers. So again, for just $11, I think this is going to give every stamper, no matter if you're a beginner or if you're very experienced, you're going to love what these little packs have to offer. On page 43, we've got our Full of Life, and that's where our designer series paper comes from. It's so happy and colorful. Look at these patterns, hey? Oh my gosh. So cute, right? Look at that tie-dye looking one or watercolor looking one. Tie-dye is so popular right now. My son is just aching for me to get him everything tie-dye. He's like, can I have tie-dye shirts? Can I have tie-dye sweaters? Oh, look, a tie-dye hat. Like, okay. You know, everything old is new again. I love that with every generation, right? Oh, good night, Vanessa. Oh, take care. Yes, and maybe we'll see you. That'd be so much fun. I'm heading out of town. we're like ships passing in the night, but definitely reach out and I'll make sure to have your swaps ready for you too, okay? Page 55. This is that glimmer paper. This we use the 3 coordinating colors to go with our cardstock. So Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Peach Pie for this card. We've got our Pocket Thoughts. That's the stamp set and the dies. Bundle and save 20% this month. A great purchase. This is another one that I thought was really cute. As Happiest Day. I don't have it yet, but I think I should get it. It's got the cute little rainbows. It make me feel like glitter in the sun. Is the saying, wishing you the happiest birthday, thinking of you today and every day. So excited for you. You're the best. And hey, sometimes you just need a hey. How about Sweet Peas? That would be a really cute one too. That's not why I flagged this page though. It's flagged because I use the Nested Essentials die, which are not pictured in the catalog, but are definitely pictured online. That's where these tags come from. And I actually used both of these. I used the rectangle too, but I just didn't save one for myself. I messed that one up a little bit. But so the rectangle that has the rounded corners or this largest flag. These are awesome for sayings, for images, or even for cutting out glimmer paper. Who knew? We've got our ribbon, which comes in the coordinating colors with our in colors. So again, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie. That's on page 113. On 115, I wish I realized that I had these. They're iridescent faceted gems. Those are the ones I wanted to use, but they actually were pulled aside because I'm doing a product share with those. So if you're interested in the product share, it's coming very soon. I promise you. I really promise you. I'm getting hung up on just putting the pricing together, you guys. So just stay tuned. I just have to be in front of my computer without a child around me for like probably 1 hour. That's what it would take. But I just need to not have a child who is sick and demanding my attention all the time. The ones that I actually ended up using were our foolproof or fail safe. What's the saying? I think so. The rhinestone basic jewels. So make sure you have those in your collection. Okay, now it comes to the point where I want to know what your favorite project was that we crafted together. Are you loving the happy rainbow? Are you excited about this beachy vibe? Maybe you're really happy about going to the pond and seeing the ducks. Or are you loving on these butterflies? What do you think? If you're watching on replay, you know what I want to know. Will you please let me know in the comments? Please write it in. I love seeing what you guys fall in love with because, of course, you can tell right now, like I try to play with as many styles as possible and as many color schemes as possible. But I also want to know what you gravitate towards because it's actually often a mix of all the different cards. So I'm so excited that you were able to join me for this wonderful online crafting experience. If you want to craft with me in person as well, I'm holding a Christmas in July class. Details are coming very soon. We have some brand new online exclusives that are coming. And I think my box just arrived an hour or two ago. Sorry, it was an hour before we started. So 6 o'clock, and I was in the midst of making my husband his birthday dinner, and so I couldn't open it, but it's upstairs right now, and you better believe I'm going to dig into it. So stay tuned for that. Christmas in July, you'll definitely want to join me for in person. And if you want to craft with me online, maybe you can't make it to Edmonton. We can craft together no matter where you are in Canada. So just reach out to me and I will send some projects in the mail for you, and you can definitely craft with my years of videos that I have on replay forever. So if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed crafting along with me, please reach out about previous class kits too. All right, Now I just want to say thank you. Thanks for tuning in. It's such a pleasure to see you, and I hope we can craft together again very, very soon.